New look at the devastation in Spokane as wildfires rage along the city's northern border.
And we're learning that the man charged with starting one of those fires was questioned by law enforcement during 2 other fire investigations last year, though he was never charged. The Old Trails fire quickly became the most destructive fire in state history, torching at least 700 buildings since it sparked on Saturday. It's one of 3 fires that's forced more than 65,000 people to evacuate their homes. Aaron Fernacci made his first court appearance yesterday. Investigators say witnesses spotted him near the area where the fire started, and Fernacci was found with waterproof matches and a butane lighter. For families that lost everything in the fire, learning that this has been possibly an arson makes it even more devastating.
I can't believe how evil people can be. That should never happen.
Coming up in just a few minutes, you'll hear from a man that says he spotted Fernacci starting the fire.
We've got team coverage from across our state this morning. We've got Leah Pizzetti, who's tracking the smoke from fires in the Pacific Northwest and Canada impacting air quality. But let's start in Spokane. Savannah Welch spoke to crews on the front lines as they continue their battle against the flames. Savannah?
Good morning, Mimi and Jake. There's been an incredible outpouring of support from the community here at Mount Spokane High School. That's where a lot of these donations are being taken for firefighters. It's also where Incident Command is located as well. There's so much that's been donated already here. You can see cases of water. There's also vitamins, sports drinks, and even shaving cream and other everyday essentials. So a lot of donations that have come in the last few days. And we got here immediately after we got to Spokane. We came here and we saw carloads of donations coming in. And I spoke with a member of California Incident Management Team 7. This was shortly after we arrived in Spokane, and he says most firefighters have been putting in 12-hour shifts as they continue to battle the Autumn Lane, Old Trails, and Fairview fires. Crews have come from all across the country. We saw teams from Utah, California, Alaska, Arizona, and New York here in the parking lot. The incident management officer we spoke to says the community really stepped up at a time when firefighters needed it the most.
This incident it happened so fast and it developed so quickly, and there's so many other fires burning throughout the U.S. that some of our support we'd usually have is on delay. So the community really stepped up and offered their services, and we were so grateful for it.
Many firefighters have been sleeping in tents here at the high school between long shifts as they continue the round-the-clock fight against these fires. The incident management team officer says that even more firefighters and resources are on the way. He told me that the number of firefighters is expected to grow to more than 2,000 fire crews. So because of that, crews will likely move their base of operations from the high school here to the fairgrounds at some point. There are quite a few firefighters even sleeping here to the left of me on one of the fields here at the high school. So there's a lot of activity too today that will continue as fire containment efforts resume and pick back up today. We're expecting a briefing at 7 o'clock this morning. So we'll let you know if we learn anything from there. And we'll of course be here when that happens this morning. Again, that's at 7 o'clock, and we'll give you those details as soon as we get them. Reporting in Spokane, Savannah Welch, King 5 News.
Savannah, thanks. So smoke from the Spokane area fires, along with other fires burning across the Northwest and Canada, is impacting our air quality.
Let's get to meteorologist Leah Pizzetti in Seattle tracking what this means for the air we breathe and how to protect yourself today. Leah, good morning.
Good morning, Jake and Mimi. Yeah, we've all seen it. We've all smelled it. If you see it out in the atmosphere, it's definitely aloft, but it's when it's at the surface. That's, of course, when we have the highest concern. But how do you know when you need to adjust your life and your daily activities? Take a look at this. This is our Columbia Tower camera pointing to the east yesterday, showing the worst of it over the foothills and the Cascades. Spots in the foothills saw AQI values as bad as the 200s, and that's expected again at least today and into tomorrow. Let's unpack that scale a little bit though. What is AQI? It stands for Air Quality Index, and it's a scale. It measures 3 main types of pollution in the air that each come with their own issues. The biggest one we're focused on right now is called PM 2.5. and it's from that smoke. PM 2.5 is tiny. Get this, it's about a quarter of the size of a human hair, and prolonged exposure has been linked to heart and lung issues, which is why you want to take this seriously and pay attention to the scale. So let's unpack that. If we are at a value less than 100, so good or moderate, everyone should be okay. You can go about your day. Right now, that is many of our spots that are closer to the water. When you get up to 101 to 150, that's unhealthy for people with for sensitive groups. People with health issues need to avoid strenuous activity outside. When you get to 151 and up, that's when everyone should take it easy, but you can still go about your day, which is where many of our spots are a little bit further east in the lowlands. When you get above 200, that's when you should avoid going outside overall. Places like Chelan and around Wenatchee are feeling that. And of course, those spots closest to the fires are feeling the worst of it. In some cases, we're seeing AQI values as high as 500, even surpassing that. Now, there may be a little bit of improvement as we head into today, but the widespread improvement doesn't arrive until the weekend. So you're going to want to take it easy, listen to your body, know yourself, and pay attention to what's going on in the sky. Jake, Mimi.
Leah, thanks very much.